You absolutely have to plan out your content before you start creating it. Hi, I'm DJ from Rainbow Dragon Digital, and in this video today, I'm going to explain to you why step 4 of the content-led marketing strategy is a super important place to stop and separate from step 5. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this video. I'd love to have you on my list to be hearing about when I release new videos. So step 4 of the content-led marketing strategy is coming up with the content, planning out the content that you're going to create on this channel. So once you've identified your target, understood your target person, defined your unique selling point, you've chosen the marketing channels that you're going to communicate to those people on, you now need to start thinking about what content you need to create. I was listening to this podcast, I think it was on the Marketing Meetup podcast, and they were talking about how to create, how to get teams to create new ideas. And one of the things they were saying is that you have separate meetings for what they called expansive thinking and practical reductive thinking. And what that means in simpler terms is separating out time for thinking about anything, thinking about with unlimited resources, what you could achieve, like what could be done to sell your product on this channel. And then in a separate meeting, then start reducing it to what is actually possible within the means that you have. The reason that you need to separate out these two things is that as soon as you start introducing that reductive thinking, you start shutting down the expansive thinking. You start shutting down the ideas when you start thinking about what is actually possible. So take that step, slow it down, and figure out, just have a little brainstorming creative session, what they call in corporate culture blue sky thinking, about all sorts of things, like what could be done with this channel to really sell your product. Once you've if you feel like that you know that one of your strengths is being really organized, but one of your weaknesses is that you're not that creative, this might be a really good time to pull in someone creative, whether that's someone else on your team, whether it's a friend, a volunteer, or whether it's hiring a freelancer to help you. This is a good time to bring in that creative thought. And maybe even someone who understands the marketing channel a bit better than you. This is a good time to bring them in and just figure out what kind of things could be created. I'm going to re-emphasize the point. Don't worry yet about whether you can do it within your resources. Don't worry whether you've got the equipment, whether you've got the time, whether you've got the money, whether you've got the space, whether you've got the ideas even. Just start coming up with all sorts of things that could be done. Okay? And then we'll move on to step 5, where you start to plan this out into what can actually be done. I hope you got a lot out of that video. If you have any questions or you want to talk to me, please feel free to email me at dj@rainbowdragon.digital or join the Facebook group Marketing for the Many. And I would love to hear about what you're doing. I'd love to help you out if I can. Otherwise, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and enjoy the rest of the videos on the channel.